Good morning, everyone. Boker Tov on this beautiful Wednesday. Let us begin with a prayer of gratitude for the new day before us. Before you, living and enduring sovereign, for you have mercifully restored my soul within me. Great is your faithfulness. This week, we are now about halfway through our fourth week. We've gone through the week of waking up and being attuned to ourselves and our world, setting out on the journey like the Israelites, setting out from the wilderness. We've entered the wilderness and now we find ourselves within the unknown. And so before we dive into a teaching this morning, I want to say good morning to all of you who are here in sacred community. So Andrea Lawrence and Michelle Shahan, Hannah Brooks and Diane Gross, so good to see all of you. Jay, so glad you're here. Natalie, it's great to see you. Riva and Tom and Susan and Don, so lovely to see all of you. Elliot and Pam, Sarah and Carrie and Rachel and George, so lovely to be here with you in community. Rabbi Catherine and Cheryl, Marla and David and Susan, thank you all for being here. For everyone else whose names I don't see, I want to thank you as well. I know it's so important just to be able to start this day together. So let us say our blessing for this brand new day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al sefirat haomer. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us with mitzvot and commands us concerning the counting of the Omer. Hayom arba'a v'esrim yom shehem shlosha shavuot u'shlosha yamim ba'omer. Today is 24 days, which is 3 weeks and 3 days of the Omer. And today I brought in a short story from David Brooks' book, The Second Mountain, in which he talks about a story of resilience. A guy bought a house with a bamboo stand growing near his driveway. He decided to get rid of it, so he cut it down and then took an axe to its roots and smashed them into little pieces. He dug down and removed as much of the root system as he could, and then he poured a plant poison over what remained. He filled the hole with several feet of gravel and then, taking no chances, paved it over with cement. 2 years later, he noticed something. A little green bamboo shoot pushing up through the cement. That bamboo was unquenchable. It could not stop pushing upward. Over this past year and at many moments in our lives, perhaps we have felt like we've been in a wilderness that's kind of knocked us down with so many trials and so many challenges. And yet, somehow, we have found strength. We have found resilience that went against perhaps all odds, just like this bamboo shoot. Every single thing was stacked up against it, and yet it refused to give up. It refused to stop growing. I think that there is so much power in our tradition of talking about that spirit, the ways in which the Israelites, despite everything they were going through as slaves in Egypt, refused to give up, demanded to keep moving toward and dreaming of a more perfect future. I know yesterday with the verdict in the case where the officer was found guilty of killing, excuse me, where the officer was found guilty of murder, there was a moment of justice, a moment of a sense of relief and exhale that finally justice had been served, that the life of a Black man mattered. And I think that it can relate to this text here, this resilience of continuing to push for and to believe in justice, even when justice had not been served so many times before. And so my question for all of you today is, where have you found strength in times of uncertainty? Where have you found strength in times of challenge, in times like that bamboo shoot of just feeling chopped down? Where have you found strength in this past year or at other moments where you've needed it? So I invite you to reflect on that for this day. And each day I like to end with a Misha Barak prayer, a prayer for healing for people in our world, for ourselves, for all those who we love, and perhaps our society at large. And I invite you to join with me in singing Debbie Friedman's Misha Barak. Misha Barak Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Lehimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Barak Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lehavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. I hope everyone has a day filled with blessing, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for